think no, it's just on cast, right? So +1 DC doesn't help us at all. We have Dispel, but it's on Diablos, and I suppressed the wrong one, unfortunately, with Unbreakable Heart, which means I can't actually get access to my Dispel right now because it's like mind drained or whatever. I guess I could mourn the cat. Let's spend a turn in reflection about how great our cat was. We miss you, cat. All right. I think if it's worth buffing. I don't think so.
Don't hold back.
Is there another one? No. Tried to hideous laughter. That's cleric. That's cleric doesn't. What is that? Just an extra fuck you because it casts a spell that we can't use on it, but it can use on us, and then it fell down afterwards. All right.
I don't like you.
This is Diablos. We could Dispel. I haven't used it yet. So let's use it. You can cast Dispel to end one ongoing spell only. God, the action economy, that's terrible. It has been cast on a creature or one area effect from a spell or one area effect from a spell in the selected point. So I want to Dispel magic target, Dispel magic point. Okay, Dispel magic target. You can make a Dispel magic to use Dispel magic to end one ongoing spell that's been cast on a creature. You make a Dispel check, 1d20 plus your caster level, equal 8. Compare that spell with the highest caster. Compare that to the spell with the highest caster level. Jesus, can we just? You know the great thing about? Well, anyways, okay. Sure. All right, 1d20 plus my caster level. We're level 8, I believe. So we're at an 18, I think. Yes. Okay, so we're on an 18. What does it do? Compare that with the compare that to the spell with the highest caster level. DC 11 plus the spell's caster level. We have a D20 plus 8, and we're trying to break 11 plus the spell level. Spell level of displacement is 4, so we're trying to hit a 15 with the plus 8. Reasonable. Oh, but our monk is actually level 7. Good call. Still trying. Let's try. Alright. We dispelled invisibility greater. So it chooses a random one. Because that of the 3 spells that they've cast on themselves, invisibility greater, mirror image, and displacement, I either would like to dispel all of them, or I would like to dispel displacement. Okay. Seems like a very ineffectual spell chant. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like that's just so slow.
Let's hear you cry.
I mean, it's good. We're getting rid of the bunch of their displacement, so I guess it's okay, but it still seems bad. Alright, Thaddeus. There's a grounded thing that does not have displacement and mirror image right now. Displacement is still 50%. And blind fighting is everything except the 50%ers, right? Do we actually get no benefit versus this, even though we have 2 characters with blind fighting right here? In melee, every time you miss because of a concealment, you can reroll your mischance percentile 1 time, see if you actually hit. No. Fine. So it wasn't, it was just the archer one that can't do that, but the physical ones do that? Okay.
This will hurt.
Dude, how many mirror images does it have? I feel like I've killed like about 100 mirror images at this point. Can I hideous laughter it yet? No. Okay.
Smear them.
Alright, Diablos is still buffed. Chat, if I had dispelled magic myself on Diablos, would it have taken the highest level spell or the only negative effect on me? Thank you, noob from K. 26 months.
Die!
We're just taking the highest level? It's hilarious.
You should have run!
Chat, Thaddeus just got double concealmented with blind fighting. What am I missing? Isn't that the whole point of having that on fucking Thaddeus? Can we just read it? Oh, it's a reroll. We just failed 450s. Oh, good call, good call. Yeah, I forgot it was reroll. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I'll split you in half.
Diablo stabs himself for 12.
Out of my way!
Fucking Grease. Is there a stronger spell in the game? You just get the strongest spell at level 1 to show you how much wizards are great?
Strike!
Just... Alright, note to self. Nixie pranksters do not have good reflex saves, apparently.
Out of my way!
Alright, what you got for me? Kind of crazy fight. What happened? Why is my cat dead? Isn't it supposed to stand up again? Wait, was that a full kill on my cat? Rip, gentle giant. Rip. Murder leopard.
Without a doubt.
That was the cat's name, chat. Murder leopard. We'll miss you. The corpse of a tall man lies torn apart on the shore. The man was probably an experienced fighter in life, but didn't do much good in the end. You notice a tuft of red fur clenched in the dead man's hand. Whoever killed this man, it seems unlikely that it was a tassel-worm. Also unlikely that they're in this corner of the map.
Let's head out.
We'll leave it here. We won't bury it. We'll get a new cat. A better cat. A younger cat. Misses perception rolls the most.
The path is clear.
Villager. Like a scam. If only I were a sorceress, I would have invented magic that makes cauldron clean themselves. That's her #1 contribution to this playthrough. Excellent. Is there more of this nonsense? Yes. I'll steal their potatoes.
Tread lightly.
Anyone actually want to have a conversation? No? Okay. In that case, steal your butter.
Let us be careful.
Steal your fish. We'll steal your silver eels. Your grilled eel recipe. Sure.
I'll go ahead.
This is the village. There's a named villager. Maybe there's someone. Hello, named villager. No. Hello, Brevis. Welcome to Brevis's roadside shop. What's causing all the fuss around here? Jumping fish. In charge of this village, Ivar. Attack him. Can I see your wares? Got Posit shortbow +2 shortbow. Got garbage. We can double him up on garbage if we want. It's fine. Price descending, sure. Enhancement +2, Frost Beacon, Finesse Wielding. The Finesse Wielding Light Axe. Blind enemies. The problem is one-handed axes. One-handed weapons seem to suck in this game. One-handed melee weapons. You're either in range to get shit on because you're using a one-handed melee weapon, in which case you're not running a shield or any defensive things. Maybe there's like a dual wield damage dealing tank in there, but I doubt it. Right. There's a goddamn thing we care about from that person. Okay.
The path is clear.
Continue robbing everything that's not nailed down. Take a look at the boat. Yeah. Blister Sword Lord. Yeah. That's what we seem to be moving towards. Make melee damage dealers invisible.
Let's head out.
The named guy too? Azel? Azel the named guy? I almost missed him. Alright. Who are you? I'm a fisherman. Dragon Feast? Okay. Tell me about the fish situation. Fish are jumping out of the water into barrels. Tell me about this dragon. He's a huge dragon, a silver one. That's why he's called the Silver Dragon. He's kind and always helps us. That lake is one of his footprints filled with water. That's how we got the lake. I've got one of his scales. It's my lucky charm. He holds out a scale. Ivar gave it to me. You can search for him. Maybe he'll give you one too. Dragon that's huge don't exist. Have you ever seen this dragon with your own eyes? Sure did. Day before yesterday, 2 days ago too. Bervis the trader says I'm a fool. It's just a thundercloud. But you shouldn't listen to him. What exactly has this done to help you? Ivar became the dragon's voice. Most of the bandits disappeared from the woods. Monsters stopped attacking us, and wolves don't even take our cattle anymore. Now there's fish. Best dragon ever. Talk. Any idea who I am? I'm your baron. That's great, I think. You know what? You should talk to Ivar first. He can tell you the Silver Dragon's opinion on greatness. Let's talk about this hunter Ivar. He's a good fellow. Who is he? Dragon's voice. Something terrible happened to him, didn't it? I'd remind us of that. Ivar, he wasn't the dragon's voice before. He used to live here in the house in Northwest. He used to go hunting. Tell us all kinds of stories, like a real bard would. He had a family too. But then, well, one night his kids ran away, tried to climb the top of the cliff in the middle of the night. It was a bad night, rainy and dark. They fell down, fell as far as anyone could tell. The boy probably slipped first, and the girl tried to help him, but she couldn't. She fell too, further down. Had to help search for them the next morning, then help bury them. Ivar's wife got sick and never recovered, and Ivar, well, he went odd. That's when the Silver Dragon started talking to him. Enough about Ivar. Okay, so we got a crazy morning person who thinks he's the voice of a dragon who doesn't exist. Seems good. A guy to fix his roof? No, Nagodi, we don't judge people's roofs on this stream. Many other parts of their life, decisions, appearance, architecture, those are all fair game, but not the roofs. Just mean, man. Alright, what is this thing that we can loot here that I can't see? Fucking hidden loot. There. Okay. Are you somebody? You are. Nixie, slim and disheveled, is sobbing. Noticing strangers, she flinches. Not again. What are you doing here? What do you want? Go away. My family sees you. You're as good as dead as I promised. What's your name? Okay. Why are you crying? My family kicked me out because of what I did to the boat. Everyone was furious when the evil box fell in the lake, but I was just trying to do the right thing. Full box. Sounds like trigger. I'm no enemy to the Fae. Are we? You're the enemy. You, okay. Tell me what happened. Those men brought trouble, the ones from the big boat. They came from Ors of Lebanese and brought the scary box with them. Even the fish in the lake could tell the box was very, very evil. Those fools in the boat just laughed, bowing to the box, calling themselves Charon's Chosen or something like that. They claimed he'd reward them soon. I was the one who rewarded them, though. I made them crash that big boat against the foot of the high cliff and sink themselves. Okay, now where to get it? What's in the box? How should I know? I just know the box is evil. Everyone but the stupid humans can sense it. Fish started jumping ashore as soon as the box fell in the lake. Wolves took their hunting up north. Okay, so now we have alternate explanations for why all the good things are happening to them. Someone's trying to open the Open the box again. Who is it? More strangers. They hid in the cave near the lake. They've been using hooks and big nets to try to retrieve the box. It's a treasure. That's what they say. How can the thing be a treasure? It's a huge, scary box. There's a picture of a one-eyed skull with a coin on it. I don't know where it came from, but I know it's something I never want to visit. Nowhere I'd want to visit. Okay, I can help you. You look really strong. Could you do something about the evil box? I wish it would just disappear. I'll help if I can. You know, favors like that don't come free, we say to a small child who's crying. Can you remind me where the box is? Okay. Sure, we'll help. Box is creepy. Alright. I want to meet this other guy too, the leader of this area. Okay.
Path is clear.
Think he should steal his neighbor's roof? See what I mean? We're not role-playing neutral evil here.
I'll go.
Or chaotic evil, rather. Dire boars.
We should spell.
Can't charge.
Me.
Ah,
I
yeah.
shall not fail.
Surprise round in the boars. It's a Nixie, not a child. Could be a Nixie child. You don't know that. We don't know their age. Alright, surprise round on these things seems fine.
Carefully.
Alright, I guess we kill that.
Run them through.
Adios, no! This 10 movement range is... You wouldn't think it would be this painful. It's just got to be the radius that we engage on a surprise round, right? That's just got to be why it is. The surprise radius has got to be like 35 meters. Or like 25 meters maybe. Just whatever it is, it's more than 20 and less than 30 for charge radius. It's so painful. Every single fight we miss an attack because of that. Alright, non-surprise round here. They're still flat-footed. We can sneak attack them if we want. Sure. I don't know why we're murdering boars, but it seems to be
Attack!
what we do today. Buff Thaddeus, right? Nope. Yeah.
I don't like you!
Yeah, we're charging because it's the lazy way to engage in it's the most idiot-proof way to engage in a surprise round. Because if we do it with the archer, a lot of times what happens, the archer like pulls back their bow and makes that animation and like thinks about it and lines up the shot and reflects on whether or not this is the shot they want to take or if that's an animal they want to harm. And meanwhile, the rest of the party has raced forward and started the round, started the fight.
Let's hear you cry.
A solid plan.
Nice.
Smear.
Accidentally moved out its round of opportunity, sure.
Die!
Alright. No one knows why they're attacking
Let
us,
be
but sure.
careful.
Boars have been the easiest enemy? I don't think so. I think bandits, kobolds, and bandits and kobolds. What did it just say? Some unknown power made entire schools of fish jump ashore. Some of the fish are already dead, but others twitch, their eyes bulging, their mouths opening, something something. We already know what that power is. We talk to them. It's the box. More enemies.
The road. This spell eludes me.
Let's do two things here.
path
I
is
think we're getting pretty close to needing next round of buffs, but
Victory.
like how long on our... Nah, we got a minute and a half. We're good.
Let us bide
I
our time.
need
Dump another
to
heal into
concentrate.
Nieblas. Get over there and
Everyone
go.
counts on me.
Have we lost blur or mirror images? No, we lost shield though. And yes, we actually have lost blur and mirror images. So let's get mirror images out. And let's get blur out. We could cast our displacement for this. Why not? Let's do it. Alright, I'm gonna run Thaddeus. The whole group's gonna run towards them now. Feel like Thaddeus.
I am never wrong.
Go, Thaddeus,
Everyone
go!
counts on me.
Combat is adjourned.
Still the first campaign? Yeah, we're in Act 2. There's like 8 acts.
Out of my way!
Yeah, still first campaign. We're not in Act 3 yet.
I'll need to review this spell later.
Yeah. Alright, Diablos up. Plenty of our buffs up. We could even be really lazy and just like use some breath weapon attacks for the fun of it.
Run them through!
Fucking build does so much damage. Alright.
Tread lightly.
I think we buffed chat. Good thing.
Hear you cry!
I've spotted something.
Did I miss our cat? We might have to rest soon to get our cat back.
Let's head out.
What is this? It's the same description of more fish jumping out of the lake. To avoid the evil box.
I'll go ahead.
Time to
This is
stretch
my
muscle.
surprise roll on the wolves. Okay. Feels like a good Obsidian's flow turn, right? I haven't tried casting this yet. Kind of expecting it to be bigger. Try it. New spell. Alright, so what the hell was that? That wasn't a surprise round. They all failed their saves. No. Reflex save throws succeeded. So that's damage. Is it just showing me 4 saves and it hasn't done their turn yet? Because they're not stuck. I don't think. Trip the wolf. Get fucked, direwolf. Then fall over. Okay. Stood up. Doesn't get attack of opportunity. Making it the most useless trip of all time. God, I hate this fucking character. The more I play it, the less I like it. Alright, what are we doing in here? Bleeding?
Die!
They fail, they get stuck. I thought they passed their reflex saves though. Did they fail them? We were reading through them. I'm really tempted to breathe fire on wolves. I wonder if I can get in range. I know AOO because it doesn't have a weapon. It uses a converts its kinetic blast into a weapon every round to make its attacks, but that weapon expires at the end of its turn. It doesn't have a weapon the rest of the time. Okay, rough terrain eats his attack. Good. So then he's just fists, I guess. And I don't know why fists don't give him an AOO. I guess it should, maybe. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna walk over here and destroy one of these things. Probably that one. Great. Needs improved on arm. I see. And even then, I don't... Fist AOO on a tank isn't going to do any damage, but... So. Failed its save again. Alright, I'm ready for the big trip. Let's go. Big trip attack. Also, we want... Big trip attack.
I'll split you in half.
Nice. He fell down and died. I mean, his damage is okay because of the way that Kinetic Blast scales, but...
Out of my way!
Forwards!
Oh no, we've fallen down. We can't get up.
Don't hold back.
We can get up now, chat. It's fine. The problem is my own lava field, of course, makes this...
Run them through!
Alright. Take some damage, took a little bit of damage here.
I'm up for an adventure.
Only we taking the slow reaction feat. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Path is clear.
No, don't walk across it. Just skin it. Move, move. Don't, no, no. Dude, you could have done that from the edge. Okay. Ferocious Hydra. How many of our buffs are active? Enough. Alright, where's Thaddeus? Charge, Thaddeus, charge.
Skills are absolute.
The time for words has passed.
Two of them. Nereid as an enemy. That was a name, but it must be a type. Alright, so what do we know about Ferocious Hydras? We know that if fast healing 7, is that like regen or is that something different? Medium AC, only level 7. They're a magical beast, which makes them immune to all things targeting beasts or magic, I believe. Pretty good saves except for will. Just regen. Okay. They're very squishy sounding. They're immune to trip. Iron will, combat reflexes, lightning reflexes. Extra attacks of opportunity, chat. Tough. They have bite. Okay. And what about this thing? Nereid. Beguiling aura. Any creature sexually attracted to women runs the risk of being beguiled. Looks upon her beauty from a distance of less than 30 feet. If the creature fails a DC 23 will save, it immediately is fascinated. The mind-affecting compulsion effect. Save DC is charisma based. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. We have a surprise round. Let's hope we cast buffs. They're capricious and dangerous aquatic fae that appear as strikingly beautiful women, often seen bathing unclothed in the water. Many sailors have met their doom following a Nereid, for though the Nereid's beauty is otherworldly, her watery kiss is death. This chat is why you're always safe in your basement. Alone. No interaction from anyone. That way the Nereids can't get you. Alright. Here. I like to debuff, and I'd also like to buff. I have 5 foot that way. Can I get a haste buff off here? Probably. Great. Alright. Dwarf. Easy resolute. First time it's been useful in this playthrough so far. Dude, that haste buff helps our movement so much. I can maybe even charge. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Dude, haste makes Thaddeus great again. We're gonna kill this thing first. Maybe. Beguiling Aura. Uh-oh. Hoping to get... I guess even in the surprise round, it triggers on its turn and during surprise rounds. Our Cleric, of course, has lowest initiative ever because Cleric. But what does this mean? Who else failed their rolls? Will save failed. Dude, isn't this our charisma-based tank? I thought it said it was a charisma save. There's a mind-affecting compulsion to save DC. Oh no. So the attack roll is based on her charisma. But the save is will. Anyone else fail? There were 3 rolls. Oh, Nieblas failed. Thaddeus failed. Does that mean the dwarf passed? Tragic Booty. I don't think the dwarfs roll at all. Figured it out, chat, eventually.
Let's hear you cry.
On their turns staring at the pretty girl as opposed to attacking. Makes sense. Alright. Can we get close enough? I was gonna try this thing, this aura that gives us +5. Guarded Hearth. Oh, it's a full action. Boo. Alright. What else do we have? Archon's aura. I guess prayer is just straight up saves. The mind affecting. Does remove fear do anything for that, or is that only fear? And still courage in the subject, granting it +1 morale against fear effects. Okay, let's do one thing right now. We can all agree that this spell is entirely fucking useless right now. So let's remove this from our spells, and we're gonna run a second version of Unbreakable Heart in here. Now, with that said, I think it's prayer time. Calm emotion. We have remove sickness and Unbreakable Heart. And why does that now say Unbreakable Heart when it is in fact not Unbreakable Heart? Doesn't matter. We already 5-foot walk? I think we did not. Can't debuff them. It's a little annoying. I can't buff Tragic Booty. But I would actually like to take an action. Okay. You do things as well? She's probably like a full caster. Okay, that was a surprise round? No, it wasn't. Round 1 started, she maxed out she hit an initiative roll. Went first. Okay. They are so squishy sounding, these hydras. It sounds like I'm walking on like bubble wrap or something. Alright. Do we know anything about her saves? She has high dex, low strength, high wisdom, high charisma, so she's pretty invulnerable to all the attacks we would make, right? I don't have my only strength saves are the one I've already cast. I think I can prone a Hydra. And she's immune to this because everything's immune to that? Yeah. Right. Alright, note to self. I've already taken this off my spell bar once before because every target was immune to it. I'm taking it off again because every target's immune to it, chat. Okay. Why don't we have Pit on our bar? Not there. I bet she'd like to fall in a pit. Live there for all time. Oh, no, no, no. Great pit. Yes. Portal to death. Okay, it passed its reflex save. Great pit. Saving throw. 18 plus 19. So it had a plus 19. Our DC was 20. Okay. Tragic Booty just skipped his turn. So did Thaddeus. Wait, my whole team skipped their turns and then it summoned a water elemental? That is a lot of fucking suppression going on. Alright, we're gonna get guarded thing now. Cool. An enemy that's actually causing a problem right now. I wonder what his AC is like. Did we kill the Hydra? We probably don't kill that fucking water elemental. This thing didn't do shit for damage though. If I move closer, I think this is a 30-foot bone. I don't want to be in 30 foot of it. I'm happy to shoot it from 50 foot.
Die!
Whew, it's got good AC too. Alright. What's its AC? 31. Okay. Alright, missing a lot of turns. The cleric can drop the guarded hearth, but it doesn't. It gets everybody except Tragic Booty. Could 5 foot closer and hope that's enough. They'll get my full action. That is enough. Wait, is it? Target point within medium range. Wait, I assumed it was... What's the AoE on it then? I thought this was the AoE radius. This is the cast radius. Create a ward that protects a specified area. Creating this ward is a full round action. All friendly creatures in the area receive a sacred bonus equal to my wisdom modifier. Where? So I presumably want to put it about central for my characters, like about there. Depends how big it is. How fucking big is it? Why is this not telling me on the spell? Okay. Alright. We don't know. We're guessing. Okay. That looks like a 30 foot. We just miss our archer with that. Everyone else gets it right now. Okay, her turn again. How many of us passed our saves? Anyone? A lot of shit. Spamming my log real quick. I want to see those saves on her turn. The Trickster uses Acid Splash. Thaddeus, lore check success. I don't know why I'm lore checking on Thaddeus randomly, but good work, Thaddeus. We check every round for their stuff. Updates their base defense. Maybe we check. Maybe we update every round. Pax Diabolus uses Nereid Spray. Blinds. Misses Diabolus with the spray. He does. I don't think her thing happened this round. But I still have a shit ton of people disabled, so presumably it did. I don't know what I thought. Chat, I thought debuffs worked on the caster's turn, so I thought this applied all on her turn. But I don't see any rolls. There's a will save fail on my turn. I don't know why it's here. All right, Tragic Booty will save fail. Yeah, I can see that it's here, but I'm asking why is it here? I thought these are triggered on her turn, and this is after she went, and then the water elemental, and then the Hydra or something like that. Either way, she worked before the other two. Okay, so let's take a look. Saving throw result 15. We rolled a 5. We mod with 10. We're getting 5 from Guarded Hearth, 1 from Ring of Luck, 1 from Cloak of Resistance, 1 from Meal Buff. We're getting a plus 10. We have to hit a 23. And right at the end of her turn. It didn't, because the end of her turn was before these, right? Oh, yeah, she goes before it, guys. Turn that is applying debuff. Oh, it's turn order? You think it's right after there? So we're not currently within 30 foot of her. We can step into this. What's Miklas's will? Wisdom is pretty bad. We're rolling on 31 AC too, is that right? Whoa, where are the tricksters coming from? There's more. Oh, I just realized these were different things. I thought these were all her. Where the fuck are these tricksters? These tricksters almost sold us last time. We didn't get more information. That's what I was saying. I thought we. Okay. So I think it was 31. What's our plus to roll right now? Plus 13. So we have to hit on 18s with that. That's not very good. What did we lose that we're only plus 18? We lost our dex buff here. But I think our wizard is going to be permanently disabled. I believe we have a cat elixir here. Enlarge is still active, but we lost our strength and our dex buffs. Step on the earth, the archer, I could, but the aura is only a 30-foot radius, so I don't think I'm in range right now. You have a lucky bow. Could swap bows. It's a move action to do that, so we would get accuracy back over Devourer of Metal. Spend a turn just setting up for this, quaffing a cat potion, and then swapping the weapon out. So again, I need like range indicators, right? Because I would love to be in that aura, but I'm worried that aura brings me directly in range. I'm pretty sure Demoralize has this character ability. This thing here, I think it's a 30-foot radius. It doesn't tell me directly, so I don't know, I guess. With this +5 to attack, that's a good point. Forgot about that. I was just thinking of it as a wisdom save. Okay. Let me do that. It did move closer though. Okay. I still want that dex potion. Maybe I can feed it to him from the cleric. That might be better.
Out of my way!
Yes! Wasted damage on the Nereid. Excellent. Those attack rolls are off of... That's a huge bonus, that +5. Fucking hell. Very nice. Yeah. Alright, Diablos, no turns. Cleric's up. Could be dex to that. Could run in there. What is the debuffs off of Archon's aura? Will saves is almost certainly going to pass those. 2 penalty to attack and saving throws and armor class. Or until it hits me with an attack. Oh, and there's all this chat. This spell is so much better until I read the last third of it. The last third of this spell makes it really bad. Until it successfully hits you with attack, then it cancels that. And if it's resisted or broken the effect, it can't be affected again by this version of it. That's terrible. Chat, why would I not read the last third of that? It seems really relevant to the functioning of that spell. Alright, we probably have a communal resist of some sort, right? What type of... It's chaotic neutral. Probably we can get resist saves up by resist protection from alignment. Chaotic. Alright, +2 saving throws, go. I don't know what type of saving throw it is. It is a resistance bonus to saves. Sure. Yeah. Tragic Booty gets a turn. Does that mean he passed his save? Where even is the save? Alright, and what does this give us? This gives us something, right? Fortitude or will save. Activate that. I'm standing here tanking this Hydra, which is what we want. I want to walk over there and hit her. I could just go defensive attack here. We trip her though, she probably doesn't die because the over damage comes off the archer. Alright. Do we have any oh shit abilities on this character? We don't, right?
Out of my way!
We get 3 attacks. No, we got 2 attacks and there were double trip rolls on it. Okay. Alright. I want to see these. Okay, there's the 4 will saves. We're looking at these. Okay, where are they? Tragic Booty. Will save throw failed. This is the fucking dwarf. Saving throw result. He rolled a 5, a 2, and a 7. So he rolled 3 times. I don't know why he rolled 3 times, but he did. He took the 7. Went to 18. Has a plus 11. So with 3 rolls, we had to hit a 12 and he failed it. Kind of bad. So one of them is from his Resolute buff. The first time it's been useful in the game, but it's kind of nice. What else are what are the other 2? Is Dwarf giving me something in here? I want to know why he's rolling 3 times. This is like the joy of this character. He's supposed to be fucking resistant, but he's not. The Resolute was definitely one. Prior to make a fort, he can spend 1 use of to make immediate to roll twice and take the better action, which he did. Okay. All this garbage doesn't do anything for this that I'm aware of. Elemental Bastion sounds like it might be relevant, but it's not. Gotta be dwarf stuff, right? After this. Ability, Hardy. That's extra stuff. I don't know why he rolled 3 times, chat. Anyone know why he rolled 3? Shouldn't it just be 2? Does the buff off the cleric thing give me increases to... It just gives me a +5. It doesn't let me roll twice, right? That'd be insane if it was +5 and roll twice. Maybe Resolute ticked twice. Like maybe I've used it twice. It doesn't seem to be stacking. Is protection from chaos a reroll? I thought protection from chaos was a plus. Let me hover that again. There's protection from chaos communal is +2. Any items that give him rerolls? Good question. A luck bonus, a resist bonus. Roll full plate. Belt. I would say no. I don't think there's anything that he has. Does protection from chaos give extra rolls? I guess I need to read the spell again. I don't think so, right? Not insanely important. I'm just kind of curious now. Nope. Alright, we'll check his buff list. We are fascinated. That's the debuff. Protection from chaos. Guarded hearth. Haste. Fighting defensively. Elemental Bastion. Haggis. Bowling Infusion. Air Familiar. And Delay Poison. The only thing I can find is maybe I have used 2 charges of that Resolute. Maybe they stacked somehow, which I don't think they're supposed to do, but we'll see. Okay, so that may or may not have happened there. All right, let's take a look at the other 2. All right. All right, Baracus succeeded. Rolled a 15, modified with 13, hit a 28. Nice. And Chat's Cleric succeeded. Got a plus 20 mod on it. Yeah. Resolute, give me the best of 3. Isn't it supposed to be the best of 2? Isn't that what this... We will look at it in a second when we get... He doesn't get a turn right now. Pretty sure it's best of 2. 99.9% sure it's best of 2. Spend 1 use of his resolve as immediate action to roll twice and take the better. Alright. Damage.
Run them through.
Go up. Missing turns. Regular roll plus 2 from Resolute. Wait. You think it adds 2 rolls? No. It adds 1 roll. No way it adds 2 rolls. That wording doesn't even make sense for adding 2 rolls. Whenever a Kinetic Knight is required to make a Fortitude or Will save, he can spend 1 use of his Resolve as an immediate action to roll twice. Resolve. He doesn't say add 2 rolls. He doesn't say roll once, then roll 2 more and take the best of 3 rolls. Definitely 2. Alright, we can Blessing of a Faithful Long, which does apply to save throws. What type of bonus is it? Sacred bonus. Isn't this the buff we have running also a sacred bonus? No, it's a Guarded Hearth bonus. We don't currently have a sacred bonus. Okay. Alright. What's long-term buff Thaddeus? Just prints it out that way. Normal save plus 2 from Resolute. That's what it printed out as, but that's not what it should be doing, right? This Sacred Guarded? Really? But I just looked and it didn't say anything. Oh, it does say Sacred. Fuck. Never mind. Okay. Alright. What just happened? We took some damage there. We might like a heal. We're still wizarding, so we're trying to throw out more debuffs here. Did she greater invis herself? No. Beguiling right now. No invis, thank fucking god. But there are 2 of these tricksters over there, which will run out buffs eventually. So let's try an AoE. Actually, Fortitude is probably pretty sick here. I can't imagine these things have good fort. Great. Just told it to move back, it moved forward. Okay. Fetching booty's up again. Alright, we're turning on Resolute again, because I want to see if it behaves the same way on 1 stack, as it did with 2 stacks, quote unquote. Double hits with defensive fighting on the Hydra. Hydras must be terrible, terrible enemies. Okay. Right. Just crit him for 46, unfortunately. That's the water elemental. Right. I want to kill this, but I guess now we don't get to ever find out about the Resolute. Because it's presumably off, because he's down, so I guess we're killing it. Could watch that for future ones. I think we've studied target both of these already. We'll take our shots.
Let's hear you cry.
Quite enough to kill it. Thaddeus failed his roll. No. He succeeded. But missed his turn anyways. What? This combat log and the actual things happening here, I must be going insane. It must be late in the day after a week of streaming or something, because I swear we took an attack with Miklas, who's here. Then Diablos went. Why are... Must have... Okay. Right. This is currently the cleric. We want to heal. Do we want to heal the dwarf enough to get them upright? No. In which case we don't care at all about healing. What other oh shit abilities do we have? We've got strength for Thad, which is probably worn off. Not going to help him roll at all, though. Is the water... What type of damage is the water elemental doing? Bludgeoning. We could be summoning these two, chat, and then our fights could just be these. I don't think I can get in range here. I'd like to force feed a potion there. I give Thaddeus a mental buff right now. We have those potions. I feel like it's not going to matter at this point. I feel like we're fine. Roll of aid. Does that remove negative effects at all? +1 morale bonus on attack and saves against fear. Bless still up? We may have lost Bless. Only fear saves. Heroism? Is it time? Would you stop moving around? Stop. Do we have like a scroll of heroism? This would be the perfect time for it. Or potion. Remove blindness. Remove curse. Restoration lesser. Heroism potion. Let's go. Thaddeus. I'm the hero. Okay. Chat's hero. Alright, Stinking Cloud doing work. Who's disabled right now? Tricksters. Okay. Brack is here. We want to do damage on her. Do we know our touch AC? We have no idea. Let's try a touch AC attack. But also a dex buff here. Thaddeus. No, stop. Okay, what the fuck just happened? Okay. Thaddeus did just lose his turn here, 100%. Where is the save for him losing his turn? Round 5 started quite a while ago. We used Baracus' stuff. At round 5 starting, Tragic Booty failed his saving throw. Okay. At the beginning. Tragic Booty is where on the timeline? There. The beginning of the round, Tragic Booty failed his saving throw even though he's fucking unconscious. God alone knows why. Alright, let's figure out the rest of this. Summoned Water Elemental fails its turn. That was on its turn. Did it get gassed? Oh, it's immune. Failed its saving throw, but is immune. The Nereid passed its Fortitude saving throw. The +13 has to roll a 7. Diablos succeeded a Fortitude saving throw, but this is just the gas. These are meaningless. There's Baracus' turn. There's the Nereid. Cast spray on Diablos, missed. Huge Water Elemental attacked and cleaved. We haven't rolled on our next round of resist yet, even though she had her turn. So I don't know when the fuck that's happening. Right. We're never gonna know either because we're gonna kill her right here.
Die! I am superior!
Okay, rip Water Elemental. Aura was insane. Literally insane. Alright. Yeah, fun fight. Fun fight. Thaddeus is still disabled. To what? He's just missed the last 2 turns. I haven't seen a roll yet. Where the fuck are these rolls? Fucking thing's dead. How is it projecting an aura of fascination? Or my whole team like fucking... Is it what I'm looking for? Necrophiliacs? Like, that what's going on? Thaddeus has an obsession with dead women and it's twice as fascinating? Where's my fucking rolls? He's still disabled too. Takes any damage, the fascination ends.
Out of my way!
I mean, I guess someone was involved in this fight besides Nicholas, but I don't know who. I guess the cleric who resisted the rolls, and then
Keep your wits about you.
Nicholas who did all of the damage to kill every one of those enemies. Yeah, I don't know, like the log,
Careful.
I still at the end of all this don't fully understand when it was rolling for which disables, you know? I was expecting to get that information from that fight, and I still, like, even in turn-based, slowing that down to that level, actively looking for that information, I was still struggling to find it. Alright, I want to loot the dead girl, the one with all the fucking power. Gotta be a caster, powerful caster.
There's something unusual.
No way. True. Okay. Are we on our half buffs? We're on half buffs now, so we need to rebuff. Swingly. I was already buffed. Oh, not. What the fuck? We're not on half buffs. What are we missing? Thing blur again. Your image is still up apparently.
I shall not fail. The path is clear. I've spotted something.
Want me to put fish here? The rocks are moved from their usual places as something very huge and extremely strong used to walk here. Some pieces of fish innards could be seen on the ground. Let me interact with it for a second. I'm putting a fish there. Having learned from Act 1. Okay.
Their life ends here.
Okay. I don't get another saving throw if I'm already fascinated. You're telling me every round it checks to fascinate us, and when it fascinates us, we're permanently fascinated until someone hurts us? Your ancient wyvern. Cool.
Run them through!
That would explain a lot, if that's how that works.
Smear them.
There's Ivar over there.
Aim carefully.
Can I make a wyvern have overwhelming grief? I mean, we'll never hit with that spell ever. Hypothetically, it's possible.
This will hurt.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. Sure was.
Let's hear you cry.
I'll split you in half.
Attack!
You should have run.
Hoping some of those would have killed it. Okay. We're about to take 6 attacks into Nieblas. I think his mirror images are down. I can't remember if I cast Displacement or I did cast Blur. We might have a cleric-y kind of spell to do here. Considering aid here. Maybe not. Okay. DR10 doing something for us. We're on DR10. It did 12, reduced to 4. DR8, I guess.
Die!
All right.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, loot it though. Okay. Cool. All right, Ivar. What's going on, bro? A tall, red-headed man dressed in hunter's clothes is balancing at the brink of this cliff. One wrong move and he'll fall into the chasm. Stop! What are you doing? Or, pondering how to make the most perfect dive to the rocks below, are you? And what are you waiting for? Jump. Neutral, good. Stop! What are you doing? Oh no, not at all. Many would like to silence the dragon's voice. I won't give them the pleasure. The redhead turns around and nods. Your grace. He knows who we are. You know who I am? I know everything that happens in this village and for leagues around. Of course I was aware of your arrival. Such a prestigious guest riding into our lands. Take that as a compliment. Don't take it as flattery, he scoffs, but there's no malice in it. Bootlicking the highborn, never one of my habits. You're the dragon's voice. Your house south of here? You're the dragon's voice. That's what people called me. These lands are under the protection of the silver dragon, of his most trusted servant. We have no need to fight each other. I won't harm either you or your village. Exactly what every new self-proclaimed king usually says. I understand why you're so suspicious. Redman bows his head. Well, forgive me for being so harsh. I just wanted you to remember these lands don't need new rulers. Protectors enough. Here, tell me, is your house south of here? Okay. Mine, so what? I know about your family. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't look for sympathy and I don't expect it. Besides, I don't deserve it. Okay. I know who you are. You already told me. Okay. Why are you sure there's another time will happen? I won't stay here long. There's an old saying, sluggish wolf soon starves. Alright, let me ask you a few questions then. Nope, okay. I learned what I wanted. Farewell. Okay. So he doesn't know shit. Good talk, random hunter. You tell me any more about those super crazy ones? Super crazy creatures we were fighting? More exploration. What did we leave back there? Whoa. We can get our fish back? I guess we didn't let the wyvern have its fish. What happens if I want to put another fish in?
Let's move already.
I thought maybe we'd kill like the entire species one at a time. Okay. Doesn't appear so. I did check though.
The path is clear.
I sense something.
Something here.
Alright, so we can move across that. We may in a second. Kind of low on resources. Might be nice to rest.
We should. This spell eludes me.
Fight some more crap fights seems like a good way to do too.
This spell eludes me. This spell eludes me. Let us be careful.
Never stop
Let us.
learning.
This spell eludes me. Watch each other.
Yeah. Any good fights today? Yeah, we just came out of one, Scott. Fought a creature that AoE charms us. And apparently doesn't make rolls ever again. Just disabled the whole fucking team for like hours. Alright, I think it's time for Archon's Aura. For the pigs.
Something here.
When respec stream? Well, that dwarf is not doing what I want it to do. So presumably I will respec that for Wednesday. Presumably. And I gotta get Thaddeus actually moving at the rate he should be moving, which is 30. So we're gonna be giving him that medium armor and probably dicking around with whatever else we have to do to make it work for him. He needs to be moving at 30, not 20. AoE charm had very little to do with it. Really? I felt like we had quite a lot to work with it. We had the cleric's oh shit button, which was nice, which was +5. Well, combine that with luck, which was +6. And then we had a single target removal of that, which we will double down on, called Unbreakable Heart. So I didn't really feel like we were super vulnerable to that. Our characters don't have a lot of wisdom, I'll give you that, but I'm not sure that really matters. I mean, it matters for the rolls, but I don't think that's how you resist that. I think you stack buffs. Give Thaddeus that. I liked that last fight. It was super fun. Alright, we could lubricate these pigs. Seems perfect. Okay.
A solid plan.
Be a really nice breath attack too. We just don't have available. Is Thaddeus still disabled? Like, what? Does he not get turns? Dear God.
Spell's not working like that. Out of my way!
We're not in range to get in and cleave, annoyingly.
Out of my way!
But I want a cleave attack here. This would be a beautiful, beautiful pig cleave. Yes, they've all fallen down. Perfect.
Forwards.
We're gonna wait on Miklas after Thaddeus has had a chance to do something. Like Thaddeus, get in there. You don't even have to do that. You can actually full move, half move. It will let me. I fixed this bug last time. I fixed it by left clicking. Fuck off. I think that's still in range. Oh, wait. A bunch of them are dead already? Oh, he lost in large. Oh, get fucked. We can only hit one. That's a ranged weapon. Okay.
Run them through!
Nicholas casually carrying all the damage for the team.
I don't like you!
Attack. Aim carefully.
Strike!
Alright. Okay, a little bit more in this area, maybe.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah. As always, chat, post this stream. So I don't stream Mondays or Tuesdays, but I'll be streaming again on Wednesday.
Touching that.
We will be revising the
path is
dwarf
clear.
build, I think. So if you guys have suggestions or want to be part of that conversation, the D&D Discord channel is where we'll be doing that. The goal is to have an off tank. He has been a decent off tank. He just doesn't seem to do anything besides physically stand in the way for off tanking, which is useful, but not as useful as an off tank who stands in the way physically and does something else. Some other asset to the team. Possibly a second Dazzler or whatever it's called. Something like that. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't even know what else it can be. We tried a DR tank with some AC and some DR. That was what we ended up with, and it didn't really work. We wanted it to work, but it didn't really work.
The road awaits.
That needs an enlarge again. That is pretty useless though. Without enlarge, we need to get our field buff up. Well, I'm happy to talk suggestions on the Discord channel for that. It's just in chat here is probably not a good way to do it because it requires some back and forth, some thinking about it. So if you're interested in being part of that, feel free to stop in on the channel. Let's maximize our mirror image buff. And then we can also run blur on the off tank and increased duration displacement on the main tank. Great. All right, let's go fight the evil frog.
Our duty calls. This spell eludes me.
Interesting test of my abilities.
If you'd like to keep him melee, it's totally do with what? Again, please the Discord. I'm happy to hear the ideas here, but like the actual character creation is a little bit more complicated than that. So I'll see the words pop up and then I'll have to like go do it anyways there. So frogs are a menace once again. There's another Nereid in the middle of the frogs and all of our buffs are down. So yeah. I don't remember when I saved last either. Right, we're gonna find out. Alright, what other buffs do we have here? Are we still communally buffed? No, we do not have protection from whatever up. Okay. We have a surprise round to set this up. We can execute frogs with the archer. Seems reasonable.
Let's hear you cry.
Yeah. Chilling out with the frogs, huh? Beguiling aura. Diabolus is done. Will save failed. So maybe we've learned that we can wake them up. I'm not sure. But we need to start taking things. We don't have any charges of Resolute left. We are blurred. We got some defensive buffs up. We have heroism in these locations somewhere. Doesn't have UMD, so we can't use any of these. Got Bull Strength, Owl's Wisdom. We could take a Wisdom buff. Yeah. +2. Alright, the cleric's almost certainly going to want a prayer here. That is a buff stacking with the other ones. I think it's fine. Yeah. Alright, Baracus has UMD. So does Niablis, but Niablis is like permanently disabled right now. We can presumably protection from the Chaos is what she is. She's chaotic, right? Chaotic neutral. So we need protection from Chaos as a communal. Yeah. Well, this hit doesn't hit Niablis. Alright, we can maybe haste. Will hit our teammates as our surprise round spell. Reasonable. Yeah. Alright, Thad is also possible to take the Wisdom potion. Also can't really UMD. Alright, let's do that. And I have these things, right? So use them when you're running into shit like this. Okay. There's the water elemental. He had a sensei, but it was awkward. It was a clunky character. Alright, Miklas wants to scoot closer, but not. I want to get in range. I gotta start attacking that. I mean, we can kill off the frogs first, I suppose. 5 foot, move over, seems good. Then start shooting. also a trickster? Yep. Also a trickster over there. Alright, so Tragic Booty. Hasted can't hit a... Hasted can hit a charge. The Water Elemental did high damage, so we don't actually want to shove him in range of that. Okay with that attack. Great. Killed a frog. Alright. When he charged into here, did he take any rolls against that? No. Okay. We got... Oh, we didn't get communal off, and now we spread out. Oh, that's kind of a slight fail there, actually. Should have delayed till after Baracus before I did anything else there. Whoops. Small mistakes. Okay. We don't have Sacred bonus up, and we can do that. The first thing I want to do is I want a Sacred bonus Thaddeus, which is for saves. Okay. Baracus wants to move in and cast the scroll. I don't know what this radius on this is right now. Not good. So we're not going to be... We could hit that if we're willing to run the mage into like about there. May not hit the back then. Probably will though. What does this actually look like? Damn close. Looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, one frog left. Adds up. Alright, can get over there and kill the frog. Any other buffs Thaddeus needs to deal with this? We've already taken the Owl's Wisdom for resistances. We have the other ones now. Let's go in. Swing on this. Move a little closer.
Don't hold back.
Great. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to go back into Sensei. I didn't like the class. Okay, Nieblis did something, maybe. Let's find out what happened. Round 2 starts. Uses Nereid Spray. Attacks, misses. Thaddeus, Champion of Chat, Fortitude save versus the Water Elemental. Yeah, hits back Thaddeus with a slam. Okay. Alright. So Miklas up. Need to get damage in there. We can delay till after the cleric to get the accuracy buff and resistance buff, which makes a lot of sense to me. So let's do that. Sneaky spellcasters in the back. Alright, Tragic Booty will save succeeded against Beguiling Aura. 15 plus 8, 25. We only succeed on a 15 and up right now. Okay. And Baracus saved as well. Zach saved on 14. Alright, so we want to get over here. I want to do it from this side. Can I do it from this side, I wonder? Don't want a defensive attack here. I want a downer.
Smear them.
Okay. Alright. What other resources here? We can refresh a spell if we need it. This is not a spell, this is like a domain feature or something. We can't, we were gonna buff Miklas, that's what we're doing this round. Okay. Don't need to be any closer on the cleric. Alright, Miklas can scoot up and start trying to get damage on that thing. What does this question mean? They got hit by a confuse. I don't want Thaddeus confused. It already happened, he's already applying.
Out of my way!
Damage. Not incredible. Alright, what happened with Baracus? They just missed both their turns. Confused stuff, I guess, crushing them. Alright, still want to trip here. You hit how what?
I'll split you in half.
Welcome back, man. Alright, so we got most of our saving throws going there. We can't get rid of confuse, right? Fatigued, shaken, sickened, diseased, nausea, illness, freedom of movement. I swear it's every status effect except the one we need every single time. I don't think we have bless out yet. Yes, I could throw a bless. It's pretty unexciting. Thaddeus taking that damage is super bad too. The water elemental could finish him off at any point. Do we have like doesn't the cleric have something about like creatures that are summoned? Is this something I need to add to my spell book? Where is it, like dismiss summon or something? Ooh, dispel magic. That's not what I was thinking of. I swear there was a spell that did something like that. Repentance? Missile. Where's dismissal? What level? 2? 3? Don't see it. 4? Plane or creature back to its proper plane if it fails a will. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if I want to use that versus a summon spell slot, but it is interesting. It's its will. Of curiosity. Nine. Anyways, we don't have that spell, so it's not totally relevant. Thaddeus taking too much damage. We are out of AoE heals. We could switch to and recharge a spell, but not those spots. Got a bull strength up. Thad's currently bull strength, so that's not super relevant. Can we attack Niablis to wake him up? Isn't that what you guys were telling me last time? That what the problem was the last fight, and I didn't realize that you have to interact with the character once they've been shooken before it happens, or whatever the fuck it is. Where do I see that? It would be a debuff on Niablis. That's confused. That's not good. I can't do anything about that. That's just a dice roll every turn after it hits us. Here's Fascinate. Bard can use the performance. Whenever a creature becomes fascinated, each creature can be fascinated, must be within 30 feet. Each creature within range receives a will save to negate the effect. Creatures cannot saving throws succeed. The bard cannot attempt to fit. Didn't we do this though? I can refresh the Unbreakable Heart. But I don't yet know, because I haven't seen him roll again, right? Like we just saw that one wisdom save which he failed. Alright, let's try it again. Unbreakable Heart. Does it deal with confusion too? I think it does. Rage, fear. Oh, it does. It literally says confusion. Alright, we're gonna fucking Unbreakable Heart, Thad. Alright. Alright, Miklas. Kill. Kill this thing. Kill it with fucking fire. Kill it till it's dead.
Run them through.
Alright. Somebody just missed a turn. Thaddeus gets his turn back though because of the suppression effect. We don't want to be fighting this thing. It says it's not attack of opportunity. It's huge though and it hit me. Doesn't that mean I'm currently in its attack of opportunity range? Isn't that how that works? It's acting like this thing doesn't AOO at all. Oh, the water elemental's confused as well. Cool. I don't know if that prevents it from AOOing. Or maybe I just never leave its range. But I thought if I went this way it would show me too. I don't see any attack animations. Alright, we're going after the Nereid.
This will hurt.
Okay. How would that be sneak attack? Oh, because the dwarf's there. Okay. Alright, I want to know what the hell just happened there. So, Niablis misses his turn. I didn't see a roll. The Nereid attack. So is this just a one-time effect, chat? Like the first time we get in range of it, it happens? And once we've broken free of it, it can't bother us again? It was a one. See, that explains the first fight. Thanks. My understanding that I'm casting all these buffs that don't do anything then, chat. Because all the buffs I was setting up last time were like, okay, every round I have to save this. What I was thinking. The Nereid missed us. Good. Water Elemental uses Cleave. Misses Thaddeus. Our armor on Thaddeus actually being useful for the first time ever. All written in the debuff. I didn't read it fully. Name is Hindsight Seer. Feels like your name checks out. Alright. Placement going off. Diablos fails an Arcana check. Brackus passes a Arcana check. Then Thaddeus will save against what? Against Beguiling Aura on Thaddeus right now on this turn. Is he not in range standing there? That looks like 30 foot. Show me this Beguiling Aura. Doesn't say shit whether or not it applies the beginning of the turn, once per turn, or anything else. It might be a one-time thing. Say on a different aura. Anyone else currently beguiled? This guy's beguiled. Niablis, right? Confused. Fascinated. Its saving throw fails, the creature stands quietly and observes the performance for as long as the bard continues to maintain it. Any damage to the target automatically breaks the effect. I should just fucking auto attacked him with a goddamn. Oh, it is super hard to hit because it's Diablos, but so maybe what happened is Thaddeus moved into the aura reach, an aura that we can't see, and he was just standing on the outskirts of it before, and then he passed it. So. Okay.
Out of my way!
Alright. Now where are these little invis fuckers running around? There's one. Did I find it? Or did I literally just not see that and I stepped close enough and I saw it? Or did I just mentally, like, part of my brain notice it, part of my brain not notice it there? I'm very tempted to fireball him, actually. Do we have an AoE that we could hit him with? We're ever going to get a hit roll there. It's like devastating versus our tank, because then we have to hit our own 33 fucking AC tank. I like that enemy. That enemy's fun. The Nereid.
Let's hear you cry. Oh.
Brackus is confused and just haste attacked Miklas and hit him twice. Exciting moments. Okay. Swap some images. Nieblis. Isn't the creature who casts the hex though gone? Like it literally says on the fucking text of that thing, as long as the creature maintains it. The creature clearly isn't maintaining it while it's dead. So was that just to confuse then? Maybe that debuff is gone. I just rolled bad on the confuse table. Still there. Fascinate is still there. I don't think I can get out of there. I don't think I can get out of there without breaking that. Without doing damage to him.
Don't like you.
Do we have like a potion we could throw at him that would do some damage? Oh, 11 on large potions. No. We have a spell that we could hit him with. Very unlikely. Fireball. It's literally about the only thing I can do. I can't even do it on this character, but. Alright. I don't really want to buff Brackus' accuracy because he's fucking shooting random people. Is there only one of these things? I remember there being more than one.
Die!
Alright, could I get my guy who can dispel invis? No. Second turn. Oh, wait. We got a turn? Glitter dust? Maybe easy? It counters greater invis though, but not displacement or mirror image, right?
Strike!
Atlas, I'll see you next week, buddy. Okay.
Smear them.
Out of my way!
Nice. Got Mass Dimension Door as a scroll. We totally honest, chat. I wasn't sure if we were gonna wipe on that fight. That ability was a lot more. I can't say it was easier to deal with because it did the same thing, but expecting it made it a little bit more reasonable, I guess. What does it say perception on the stump for? Perception.
It's
The bark falling off the tree indicates that someone ran along the bark with amazing agility. On the other side of the tree trunk, you can see.
No one stands in my way.
Oh, he's stabbing himself is what's going on over there. Never know what they see. On the other end of that, you can see human footprints. They lead north. Good to say, you bet. All right, are we done for today? I think this might be a good place to stop. This map has been fun so far.
Will this ever end?
I don't know. Are you gonna keep stabbing yourself indefinitely? Like,
Everyone counts on me.
he's still fucking. He's not. He's just confused for one more second. He's not fascinated anymore, though, thankfully. I think I get... Yes, control my characters again. Awesome. All right, chat. I think we're going to call it here. Again, I please invite those of you who are interested in the character building of this game to help me brainstorm and figure out building a replacement for the Kineticist. The Kineticist isn't awful. I think it's better than the previous Sensei Monk, but it's still not great. And the biggest issue I have is... Well, there's a couple issues. You guys want to hear the issues, or we just should be done right now? We can do either. You want to talk about party comp briefly for the idea of setting up for a day or two of character building, since I won't be streaming again until Wednesday? Yeah? Okay. All right. So team's going fairly good right now, right? We've got two serious damage dealers on Thaddeus with the reach weapons, building up for just more and more accuracy-based stuff like that. He's doing great.
Battles await.
Nicholas with the bow slayer is crushing it, and supposedly is going to get some sort of disabling ability when he kills things or disruption ability when he kills things off of Intimidate at 10. So we're rapidly moving towards that. We're like 8.5, 8.25. We're not rapidly moving towards anything. We're slowly moving towards 10. We're getting there. So Miklas is in good shape. Thaddeus is in good shape.
To act.
Miklas is pure Slayer. No sub-spec. Thaddeus is two-handed weapon, reach weapon fighter. It's a 1-point vivisectionist. The rest in fighter for two-handed fighter. Thus far, I don't know if I'd keep the mutagens. It's really hard to tell their impact. It seems like it's a very big starting bonus, so I think it's fine. Although I forget to use them half the time, and then they're only up half the time. But anyways, pretty happy with those two characters. Our Dragon Disciple main tank is kind of all over the place. I like large portions of this character. First of all, the Sorcerer spell line progression with dragon stuff is insane. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing about when these abilities come online seems to actually correspond to what the class readout says it happens. So every time we level up, we get abilities that I shouldn't be getting, that as far as I'm concerned, but probably should be getting, but I don't know why. The character's pretty good. It's a little bit dull because buffing is fucking dull, but it does run a lot of powerful buffs on a Sorcerer chassis with a very high AC. Currently, we're dual wielding because it's the only character that I have that can take advantage of one-handed melee weapons for any real value. And we have two really sweet ones right now. We've got one that gives us permanent blessing of movement, freedom of movement, and one that gives us permanent 3 dodge when we are attacking. Just 3 dodge all the time, basically. Oh, and immunity to nauseated when we're fighting, which gives him really nice AC. He's at 38 buffed right now. So he's a really solid tank, decent HP. Presumably he's going to have some... The problem is right now he can't hit. When we're dual wielding with -5 with no abilities, it's just -5, right? I don't know if this ability is actually going to be useful. At some point, it may end up looking like this, where I just run different weapons depending on what we're trying to do. But I'm not entirely certain. But I like this character. I'm happy with this character. If I were to tweak it at all, and I'm not sure I would, I don't even know what I would do with it. Maybe, like I took Fire Dragon, and I think I'm fine with that right now, but maybe that's not ideal later. I'm pretty happy with this character. Character's pretty good too. All right. So these three I'm pretty happy with. This character here is an Arcane Trickster, starting 1-point Vivisectionist, Arcane Trickster. At the moment, this is supposed to be our super debuffer, right? And it mostly is. What I'm finding is the level 1 debuffs are so clearly great as Grease, that level 2 and level 3 debuffs have kind of been whatever. Glitter Dust really isn't that good. The save every turn to break the blind is brutal. So you have to save when you apply it and then save every turn afterwards, which is pretty rough for keeping that buff on. And pit spells have been bad so far. They don't seem to hit very often. They don't have the same like replayability as Grease does. So I'm a little annoyed with some of the buffs that we're running into. This is partially my own knowledge of the spell selection stuff. So we spec'd Conjuration. Maybe we should have done a different spec for that. I'm not entirely certain. Chat was pretty adamant that I play it as a regular wizard or some sort of, and I didn't. I chose it as a specialist wizard, right? The Thessalonian, looks like that's Thessalonian specialization, which means that I can't use evocation spell on it. It's an arcane trickster, so it gets sneak attack added to its touch attack raise. So it attacks against touch attack, which is great, and then it gets sneak attack damage on those hits if you can trigger sneak attack. So it does do fairly good damage, but it has a few abilities that come in for free that do that. We've got Acid Dart, which is like a better cantrip essentially, and then we have over time leveled up a shit. We have like a wand of not acid dart. What's the fucking spell called? Snowball for level 1s, and then level 2 we have some acid arrows. So we are able to do that. I don't primarily care that much about this character's damage. Like the damage is secondary. So this really filled the debuff role with secondary damage. I'm pretty happy with it. There is some argument. All we're really getting, I guess, is +1 spell slot per level. And with the amount of resting we're doing, that +1 spell slot per level has not been super great from my perspective. And it does come out a pretty hefty downside of not being able to use evocation spells. So part of me is kind of like, maybe we should give up the extra spell slots or going back to unrestricted spell domains. I'm not entirely certain about that. I mean, what am I missing really? Like, I guess I'm missing Scorching Ray, which is everyone's favorite attack roll except my own. And maybe this starts getting better at like fucking 7 or something. It seems like absolute shit early. like a single roll to hit medium damage spell, like just don't really care. Displacement, don't care, have it on somebody else already. Fireball, really haven't found the use for low damage AoEs in this game yet. It probably exists, but I haven't really noticed a lot of locations where I'm like, damn, what I really need here is a low damage AoE. And Fireball is not considered low damage normally, but everything reflexes. So yeah, so sneak attack evocation spells, but aren't we getting sneak attack conjuration spells right now with things like acid arrows and snowballs? Are we really getting that much better selection in evocation? If the answer is yes, I kind of need to figure out which ones those are. So I'm not sure. This character might just require I play it a little bit more, get a little bit more sense of what spells are available. Because level 2 starts to be okay. We're running some of the buffs. Glitter Dust is all right. Pits seem kind of bad. And then level 3 it starts to get Stinking Cloud was excellent and remains excellent, and getting 2 of them out of this has been good. And haste and slow, I'm probably done with slow, but maybe not, we'll see. Maybe we'll keep slow around. So maybe what we need is a second spec. So like for example at level 4 we need to go learn like Acid Pit right now, because unfortunately we're not even able to use any of these specialized schools in here. So I don't know if this character is super cool. I just don't know about whether or not the wizard trade-off has been worth it or not. That's wizard specialization. Chat's cleric has been very solid, very boring, but very solid character. Don't need to change that at all. And then our dwarf, who we can't figure out. This is currently the earth kineticist. It's bugged in game a little bit, so it's not doing everything it should be doing. But also trip has seemed particularly weak. What with the cat having a little bit of a knockdown itself, and all the enemies being essentially immune to fucking trip. Am I committed to an off tank? I think I need 2 people capable of standing in front of enemies. So, you know, an off tank is supposed to be a flexible character spot anyways, right? It's supposed to be able to step up and hold people at bay when it needs to, right? That's what what an off tank is kind of defined as. And certainly our team dies. If Miklas and Thaddeus start taking the bulk of the damage, like the bulk of the attacks, the team dies. Because they don't have any fucking AC at all. Or rather, they don't have any survivability, they don't have any sustain, and they do all of our damage. So if these 2 get taken out, we're fucked. We really do need people standing in front of them. Now, we sadly looked at this a minute ago, right? I don't think the buffs are on right now, but armor scaling off of armor seems to be terrible in this game, which is kind of hilarious. Because our guys, in the heavier the armor, it seems to be the less good the defense you get out of it seems to be. So we're looking at this right now, right? Like, we got 38 AC on Diablos, which is great. The wizard has 20 unbuffed, but we were getting over 30. I think we were at 31 or 33 on the wizard, and this guy's fucking AC is 30, which is crazy. The other things I do like about the kineticist, I like the huge con. He has damage reduction 8 that scales up, I guess, as the game goes on. I like the damage reduction element on him. This character's not bad. It's just the rest of the stuff doesn't do anything. I love dwarf. I love the idea of having the extra resist off dwarf, but we haven't been able to utilize that. I love the idea that he uses heavy armor, but we haven't. I mean, we bought a really expensive heavy armor, and it's a mithril full plate +1, and it's still kind of whatever. Even though he's getting the 13 AC out of this, which is crazy. He runs around with the best shield we've found, which is a shield 3. We haven't found a better one, but he still kind of doesn't do all that much exciting stuff, unfortunately. So I don't really know what to do about that. Maybe there's a different form of kineticist we respec him into. The earth trip stuff just really isn't working for me. Even though it should be. It sounds like a super cool synergy, right? He trips shit, and with greater trip, it provokes attacks of opportunity from like Thaddeus with reach weapons. Like that would be fucking baller if it worked, but it just like everything has like infinite CMD, right? The protection against trip for some reason. All the enemies I care about just don't do anything. And then he doesn't actually... His damage reduction didn't scale fast enough with the damage that enemies are dealing to be particularly powerful when his AC can't stay relevant. If he could get both, maybe he just needs more buffs off other people casting it on him, but trip work, you need trip, greater trip, and fury fall. He's got trip, greater trip, and fury fall. So, I mean, good talk. Difficulty is increasing CMD 3 times as fast as DC spells. Yeah, probably part of the problem. So, do you want to try to make do you want us to try to make heavy armor work for you, to scrap it for optimization? I want, when I look at a character, my party, I want these things to happen. I want to utilize the loot that we get. So every time we get a cool piece of gear, I don't want to have to sell it immediately, because we can't use one-handed weapons, any other reach two-handed weapon except the specialized weapon that we're using on Thaddeus. We can't use any wand of a, we can't use wands or spells of like all the classes basically usefully. We can't like, okay, shit. One other thought, hold on. With this in mind, the other thing I would do on Brackus if we respect him is he currently has UMD because he's got a lot of he's intellect spec, so he gets a lot of skill points, but this has been useless. Without charisma starting, it's just not enough UMD to actually use the things I wanted to do. I was expecting that Arcane Trickster would be able to take advantage, even with the restricted class, that I would be able to UMD the like wands or scrolls that I wanted, to be able to still pick up evocation stuff from time to time when I wanted to do some weird shit. So maybe we have to like specialize in UMD in some way that I'm not clear, or somehow get charisma back in the build, maybe, I'm not sure. But the point is this, I want to be able to use the stuff we loot. And right now I can't use one-handed weapons because no one uses one-handed weapons, because one-handed weapons seem to suck pretty bad, to be honest. With the exception of Niablis, who's using them to the point where he can't hit anything, and he's generating 2 super awesome effects from this. I can't use one-handed weapons, I can't use two-handed weapons, because two-handed weapons, no one can stand in melee range while using a two-handed weapon, because they just get shit on, so I have to use a reach weapon instead. And then I can't use shields, because no one uses shields except the dwarf who we're about to get rid of. I can't use heavy armor, because no one uses heavy armor except the dwarf, and Thaddeus can, but so far, heavy armor on Thaddeus has been worse than medium armor because of the mobility. So, at this point I'm like, well damn, I can't use evocation scrolls, any one-handers, any heavy armor, shields, or two-handers, or any reach weapon that isn't exactly of this one subtype. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, fuck me, man. Like, I would like to be able to utilize the sweet loot that we're pulling out of dungeons. So, I guess a part of me would point to that and be like, hey, let's consider trying to use, if we can figure out a group that has a bit more coverage of the items that come out of this, it'd be really cool. I mean, we have 101k gold and nothing to spend it on, and we sell every cool weapon we pick up. We can't solve all those problems with only one character. Well, we have 2 days of respecking available, in the sense that I'm not streaming for 2 days. We can bounce these ideas around the D&D Discord and my Discord D&D channel, that is. And what we can possibly do with this is maybe be like, okay, well, let's tweak the EK slightly. Let's change up the specialization that they're running from like UMD to, I don't fucking know, right? Maybe like the charisma based Niablis has UMD maxed basically, right? Like this is plus 18, which seems like it would be good if he wasn't tanking all the time. So maybe we figure out how to like if we had a decent off tank, maybe some of the fights we could have Niablis not charge in and he could stay back and like use some utility shit out of UMDs as the off tank picks up the aggro to begin with, and then he can fill in once the slots get worn out kind of deal. You see what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice to utilize this shit a little bit better than we are. Okay, anyways, we're gonna leave it at that. I don't know if that was super clear or not, but that's where we're at with this. The character building in this game is insanely fun. These fights were good. I like these fights a lot. They had some interesting mechanics in them. This was a fun map here. Okay. Anyways, I'm out of here for today, guys. I'll be back on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your weekend, evening, and I'll see you all soon. Meanwhile, stay safe, stay warm, and see you guys soon. Right. And I should probably read someone on the way out. Fine thing to do. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna raid Arvius playing Civ 5. Always a good time to watch. So tell him I said hi. I'll see you guys Wednesday.